All right, this is Alan with Cordalera Floors. Today we're going to go over how to cut the SPC. There are other options than just this. This is just the easiest, no special tools needed realistically. Everyone probably has most of these tools at home. And honestly, I find it the easiest to go. There is another option where you can use like a press where it will break it that way. But this is just as easy. So I have a hammer for breaking it. I just find it easier for me. If I don't scratch myself, that kind of thing. A knife to score it, and you need a square. You can use a speed square. You don't need this big of a square, but that's what I have on hand right now. Okay, so if you're needing to cut a piece straight, let's say you're putting it in right here, and you need it to be this far cut off. What I would do, since you're going to a wall, if you know the measurement, you can put a measurement right there. Take your square, obviously put it up to there, get it pretty close, mark your line. Use a pen for that. Then what I do is I just score it right here, follow the line pretty close. You're gonna have a 1/4 inch of play on the edge anyway, so if you're off just a slight amount, it's not the end of the world. You're just gonna score it lightly. That's all you really need to do. If you want to, you can do it again to get it a little bit deeper, to make it a little bit easier. You can just snap it if you want to. If that's a little too difficult for you, you can also just break it off right there like that. Either way, you can snap it or you can use a hammer. No big deal. Okay, now let's say you need to go around something like a door jamb or something like that, and you need a special cut. Okay? You might have a scribe you need to use or something like that. We're going to do a little sample, just an easy little one. Let's say I need to go from right there down to here, down this way, and back this way. That's my cut. I measured it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to score it on the black area, so I have a good straight line for the most part. All right, now you can just take your hammer again, or you can snap it. I like the hammer. Breaks right off. You're good to go. That went along my score line. That's exactly where I scored it. And you're good to go. That should be everything you need. Other than that, I would highly suggest doing a 2 score so you get a nice cut. So you can see how this one kind of is a little bit off. I'll do one more to show you a double score, just to show you. You'll see it's a little bit easier. So I'm just scoring along the black line, doing a double score to get a little bit deeper into that stone content. Since it is very rigid, our product has 72% stone. So it's not like every other SPC out there that has 50 or 60. So basically it's a little bit more rigid. It's a little bit harder to get to cut. It's a little bit harder to do everything just because it is a higher stone content. Now, as you'll notice, I could score this and go past this line because this is getting cut off. So if I want to make sure this doesn't break improperly, if I had a strong knife here, I can go and just score it deep there. It's going to cut right here so it doesn't cut and break somewhere else. Now, you can't do it on this side because you need this area. So if you needed to, you could flip it over. You could start from this side right here and come out that way. Because if this breaks right here wrong, it's not the end of the world. This piece is going away. So you always want to score into where you're not going to see it. Okay, so once again, you can just snap it if you want to like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. You see how it broke where I scored it right there? Perfect. So now I can just get rid of that piece, okay? And I can go to the next piece and rip it off. You see it scored right on where I wanted it to. So now I have a little bit of foam right there, no big deal. I can just put it into place where it's supposed to go Easy peasy. But yeah, that's how you score a product. Get it to any angle you want. You have a 1/4 inch of play for most things, because you should be undercutting everything, putting underneath baseboards, that kind of thing. So you have a little bit of play. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, it's not perfect here, but it's not going to make a difference. Now, if it did make a difference, you just rescore it and take some material off. It's not that hard to do, and that's how you do that.